Those clouds look pretty grey. Oh well. Risk of Rain 2 is a roguelike developed by Hopoo Games, officially released in 2020, and it is amazing. The first game's great too, but the jump from 2D to 3D in the second game really elevates it for me, and also brings a level of evolution that you rarely see from a sequel in this day and age. Just a quick heads up, I'm only going to talk about the base game and not include the Survivors of the Void DLC. Now, there are tons of roguelike games out there, but this one just has that special something. You could say it has the X factor.
It's 3 S's.
Or rather, in this case, it has that special everything, as Hopoo Games has just nailed each of the components that fit together to make a game great. The basic concept of this game is that you land on an alien planet, Petrichor 5, in one of several environments and fight for your survival, earning coins which you use to buy items from chests and terminals, or lunar coins which you can use to open lunar buds. You can also swap your items at 3D printers or use your coins to interact with shrines. The aim is to locate the teleporter, defeat the boss which is summoned when you activate it, and then progress to the next area, repeating this until you eventually come to the primordial teleporter, which will allow you to travel to Commencement, an area on the moon of Petrichor 5, and face Mithrix, King of Nothing.
Where's your crown, King Nothing?
Just want one thing, just to play the king. With the castles crumbled and you're left with just a name. Where's your crown, king? Oh, there it is.
But there's so much more to this game than just the basic concept. You start the game with your choice of 2 survivors, Commando or the Huntress, but as you play through you unlock more characters by completing challenges, some of which will be completed naturally and some of which are hidden. The characters are all interesting in their own way and support their own playstyles. You've got Commando, who is your all-rounder, Huntress, who does low damage but is great at surviving, Bandit, who's kind of the stealthy assassin cowboy class, Multi, who's basically a tank, and boy is he quick.
I'm fast as fuck, boy!
The mushroom addicted engineer, who can place turrets and other deployables, Artificer, who has high destructive power but low maneuverability, Mercenary, who has a sword, a sword which gives him the power of invincibility, temporarily.
Fuck!
Rex, who deals decent damage using attacks which hurt but also heal himself, making it very possible for him to kill himself. Loader, who is a punchy tall woman,
The big woman's still here?
with probably the most fun attack in the game. Oh, and there's also this move. Then you've got Acrid, who's the absolute best of boys. Just look at him go. So fucking cute. And Captain, who can use his ability of being an absolute honest to God badass to call down various attacks and utilities from the sky. As well as the challenges to unlock survivors, each survivor has their own challenges to unlock alternate abilities or weaponry for them, which range from very fun to infuriatingly difficult. The variety in characters and complexity of the challenges associated with them is part of what makes this game so replayable.
Bang! 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 Uh-oh. Right. Oh, yeah! Yeah. Ah, fuck. I'm sick of playing as Loader. I'm going to play as Huntress. Huntress is really good, actually. Yeah, I'm going to play as Huntress. Oh, fucking Huntress is shit, actually. I need to play as someone like... yeah, Artificer. Artificer's actually awesome. Bang! You're gonna bang. Oh, yeah. Fuck you. Ah! I'm just shit, actually.
There are 10 standard environments, not including Commencement. Each stage has 2 or 3 possible variants, except for stage 5, which is always Sky Meadow. Each environment has at least one variation, meaning there'll be a door open which is usually closed, or a path to a new island which isn't normally open. They are also worth exploring as most have some hidden aspect to them, or some beautiful little detail added, and each stage has its own newt shrine spawns. The newt shrines are altars which if you offer a lunar coin to before activating the teleporter, then upon completing the teleporter event, a blue portal will appear which will take you to the Bazaar Between Time, one of the hidden realms. Here you can buy lunar items for lunar coins, trade in items for rarer ones, or pick which stage you play next. There's also Newt. The community thinks this guy's really nice, but I think he's kind of rude.
What the fuck?
There are a bunch of other hidden environments, such as Bulwark's Ambry, which is accessible by inputting one of these codes you find scattered throughout the game world on this computer, or compound generator as it's apparently called, located on the Sky Meadows map. This is awesome because depending on what code you put in, the environment is altered by an artifact. You then have to kill the monsters which spawn to gather artifact keys and use them on the reliquary in the middle of the map. Once you've used 4 of these keys, you've beaten the artifact reliquary boss, and you can then claim the artifact. This means that from now on, you can choose to play with this artifact enabled when you start a game. Some of these are really fun, some make the game more challenging, and some, like the Artifact of Command, just really help you to complete some troublesome challenges. This is yet another aspect that makes this game seriously replayable. You can't talk about Risk of Rain without talking about the bosses. There are 9 standard bosses that appear when you activate the teleporter, as well as hordes of certain enemies being possible to be spawned as a boss. As you get further into your loop, scavengers begin to spawn, then elite versions of bosses such as the Overloading Worm, which you need to kill for Commando's Rolling Thunder challenge, and is probably my personal favourite boss. There are also a number of secret bosses, such as the Artifact Reliquary I mentioned previously, and others. And then there's Mithrix, King of... This boss is so much fun, and so bullshit, but so much fun. I remember the first time I got this far in the game and I saw him show up and I was just blown away. Throughout the boss fight, he'll trash talk you, and one of my favourite things to do is try and trash talk him back.
I'm not fucking having that.
Although it's pretty risky.
Oh shit, fuck. Okay. Yeah, you little fucking bitch ass. Yeah. This is easy. You are easy. You're slow. Delicate. Fuck you, you're primitive scrap. No, fuck you, you're primitive scrap.
The bosses in this game are awesome, and the randomness really keeps it fresh. I love how you'll be having a great run, and then you get a wandering vagrant and there's just no cover, so it decimates you if it's supernova attack. Or you'll be in a really enclosed space against an army of stone titans. Or you'll be fighting the Grandpappy basically anywhere, and it will do that one attack that just destroys you if you're within 4 maps of it. Yeah, that attack. Yeah, I love that.
Well, at least it's not raining.
There are so many secrets and hidden details in this game, and the developers have really hidden some of them in ingenious ways. I don't want to show off too much and spoil everything, but the secrets really reward you and make you want to try new things and explore every inch of every level. The achievements and challenges give you hints that there's always something else you need to do or find, and when you do find something, you're always rewarded. Whether it's an item or a code for a new artifact on Bulwark's Ambry, a secret boss or a new survivor, or even what is essentially a whole new game mode. There's even a secret character that isn't selectable at the start of the game but can only be played as by fulfilling certain requirements in a loop. There's so much hidden in this game, and in so many interesting ways. You can feel that the devs spent hours poring over every aspect of the game and perfecting every detail. It's that indie dev devotion which makes this feel like a retro game, which was limited by cartridge space or its mechanics, which results in that kind of attention to detail we rarely see in the games industry these days. I love the feeling this game gives you when you find some obscure secret like, this changes everything, what else haven't I found? It's such a thrill, and it sets you to thinking, what if I equip every lunar item? What if I shoot all those birds? What if I hack that door as captain? The music in this game, my guys. I mean, you know that one meme where the guy's playing the burning piano? That meme was straight up conceived for this game, probably. Almost every stage has its own theme, and the way the music is written, it builds over time, so it always feels like it reaches its climax right as you're in the crucial moment of the boss fight, and it just hits you like...
Oh, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no.
Honestly, the music in this game is masterful. It is
Beautiful.
I see memes all the time like this, and it's no surprise. I do that. I have several of the songs from this game in my best playlist, which contains my favourite songs of all time. Even if you don't like this game, you just have to love the music. It's like it's from another world. It's like Chris Christodoulou was born on Petrichor 5, and this is the music of his people. So what do you get when you take a bunch of awesome bosses, a wide array of characters with different playstyles, stick them in interesting and intricate environments, and add in a masterful soundtrack, heap loads of replayability, and top with a generous serving of secrets and Easter eggs? You get a Risk of Rain 2 pie.
2 more pieces of this incredible pie.
In my opinion, Risk of Rain 2 is not only one of the best games of the last 5 years, it's the best game of its kind, and one of my favourite games of all time. It's fun to play alone, and it's even more fun to play with friends. I didn't even know there were invisible cloaked chests in the game until I found this one making this video. There are so many layers to this game, it feels like every item has a purpose. And seriously, I've shown them earlier in the video, but I cannot get over these blue beetles. Every time I'm on the wetland aspect map, I look for these and just watch them scatter off. It's fucking amazing is what it is. Such a tiny, minute detail, but it's so important in a way which I just cannot emphasise enough. I haven't even touched on the graphics, which obviously aren't like the best graphics of all time, but I really like the art style, and for a game which sometimes has to spawn hundreds of enemies simultaneously, I think they've done a great job. If you push me to pick something wrong with the game, I would say 2 things. Firstly, why the actual fuck don't the little green lights on the chests go red once they've been opened? The amount of times I've run halfway across a map because I've seen a chest and it is already open. It would just be such a simple quality of life improvement to add to the game, like what the fuck, Hoppu? And secondly, it would be the Mercenary Ethereal challenge. Some of the challenges in this game are hard, this one is just on another level of difficult and is straight up not fun to try and get. Thankfully, there's a YouTuber known as Cabbage who posts a guide for this achievement every 2 days when the prismatic trial changes. Absolute fucking hero.
Not the hero we deserved, but the hero we needed.
Other than those issues though,
I love it.
Hoppu games are brilliant, and also a bunch of memers, and have been actively engaging with their community for years. Unfortunately though, they have recently sold the Risk of Rain IP to Gearbox, meaning that they will handle all future development, and if there is ever a Risk of Rain 3, Hoppu Games will likely not be involved. Now this isn't to say Gearbox won't do a good job, they may well, and I'll still be playing, but it's certainly sad to see Hoppu let their creation go, though their reasons are understandable. I for one will be following any of their future projects, and they have developed the upcoming Risk of Rain Returns, which is a remaster of the original Risk of Rain game, which is exciting. Also, there's the Survivors of the Void DLC, which as I mentioned earlier, I've deliberately not mentioned at all in this video because I think the game with and without the DLC can be treated as separate entities, and the DLC is a beast and well deserving of its own separate video, so that'll be coming in the future. Thanks for watching everybody, I'll see you on the next loop.
Two more coins so I can get this. Oh nice. Right, first time in the game, what are we gonna get? Oh, red. Fucking the game loves me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh come on, give me something. Oh, fuck you, the game hates me.